County Probation Department. You are permitted to smoke marijuana. You've been diagnosed with a severe cannabis use disorder. So, if you continue to smoke marijuana, you will be sanctioned by the court. So, you're ordered to complete substance use disorder treatment for that disorder. You're also ordered to complete the corrective thinking course. You have 0 days jail time credit as of today. I'm going to order this set for a review hearing in 60 days. Your level for your marijuana, is that being sent out from today?
It was sent out, Your Honor.
So I'm going to know today they've sent your urine out to test to see what the level of THC is in your urine. If in 60 days, if that goes up, or you continue to test positive, you're going to be sanctioned. You understand what that word means? It means I'm going to put you in jail. Okay, so now you have a choice. You're getting a great deal here. You're getting this felony, could be dismissed if you just cooperate. The marijuana is not good for you. The studies have shown that it causes severe, significant mental health disorders. So you're just making things worse by using marijuana. You have, based on your diagnosis, I'm not going to allow it. So if you continue to use, Nicholson, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Newberger?
Nothing else.
All right, good luck. And you're going to want to meet with your probation officer.
Thank you, Judge.
Receive a sentence on the felony of the 5th degree, which is a maximum penalty of 12 months in prison and a maximum fine on that of $2,500. There's also a maximum fine of $15,000 on the F2. The misdemeanor of the 1st degree is the theft offense that carries a maximum penalty of 180 days in the Warren County Jail and a $1,000 fine. Do you understand that with regard?
Remember that golden ticket the judge handed her? Stay clean, and this felony disappears. Yeah, that lasted about as long as a New Year's resolution. Let's watch how spectacularly this goes sideways.
To the felony offenses, both the minimum term and maximum term sentences could be affected if the court runs those sentences consecutively as opposed to concurrently with each other.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what those two terms mean?
Yes.
All right, so looking at this, the longest minimum term sentence that you could receive is 9 years. And if you do not, that will not be held against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The standard of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt. That standard applies to each of the essential elements of each charge from the indictment. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, you could also waive your right to a jury trial, but maintain all of the other rights we've discussed. You could try your case to the court. I, too, would have to be convinced of your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, or would be required to find you not guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe you understand each of these rights we've gone over?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that when you enter a plea of guilty, you will be waiving all these rights? We will not have a trial.
Yes, sir.
This is how you wish to proceed?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Tranter.
Your Honor, these offenses occurred January 8th, 2026 in Warren County, state of Ohio. On that date, the defendant, Brandy Michelle Myers, did by force, stealth, or deception trespass in an occupied structure or separately secured or occupied portion of that structure when another person other than her accomplice was present or likely to be present with the purpose to commit any criminal offense therein. She was also in possession of a scheduled substance, being heroin, 5.2 grams, and also on that date in a separate residence did, with purpose to deprive the owner of property, knowingly exerted control over that property without consent.
Mr. Crehan, anything on those facts?
Nothing on the facts, Judge.
Ms. Meyer, did you hear the statement that she read?
Yes, sir.
Do you acknowledge that what she said?
Now she's waiving her constitutional rights faster than a celebrity tears up an NDA. Jury trial? Gone. Why? Because when you're caught with heroin in someone's house, you're not guilty. Odds are basically lottery tickets. And she didn't...
Is true?
Yes, sir.
And again, you understand all the rights you're giving up entering a plea of guilty?
Yes, sir.
What is your plea?
Guilty.
The court will make a finding that you've made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of your constitutional rights. The court will accept your plea of guilty, and based upon the statement of facts in your plea, the court will make a finding of guilty. Ms. Tranter, has the victim been notified of the sentencing disposition of this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Tranter, anything on behalf of the state?
Nothing further.
Mr. Crehan?
Judge, based on the recommendation, I'm going to keep it pretty brief. First of all is the fines. I would indicate that Ms. Myers is indigent. She did retain my services through significant other, through family members. However, prior to coming to jail, she was unemployed.
Legal breakdown. Burglary of an occupied home. 0.52 grams of heroin. That's not personal use. We need to talk about your life choices. Add theft. In Ohio, That's a felony 5 and a one-way ticket to the Department of Corrections.
She actually has some issues with non-support in Butler County. She has 5 children, ages 1 through 21, and she's got a full plate. I tell you that because when I spoke with her, she said that she understands her wrongdoings. She understands that there's going to be a disposition handed down by Your Honor, and whatever it is, she's going to accept. She said it was a life-saving event. Since going into the jail, she's participated and graduated, I think, from 2 of the in-jail programs. And we discussed what she has to do when she gets to prison. She's hoping she can get into the Tapestry program. So from day one, she's working, she's being educated, and she'll be ready to come out. She's also interested in the Vivitrol program when she gets out, whether if it's allowed here or whether it's, on her own down the road. Judge, again, she had...
Defense just played every card. 5 kids, unemployed, indigent, but night and day from the body cam. He's running it was the drugs, not the person defense. Oldest play in the book. Question is the judge buying the transformation or the
has a strong support. She's also had a strong addiction for a long time. And I know you hear it all the time, this is the last time, but I can tell you, having seen her on the body cam, having seen her at the arraignment, and seeing her today, it's night and day. I mean, when she's clean, she's a great person. We just have to keep her clean.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Myers, is there anything you'd like to say before I pronounce your sentence?
I just want to apologize. This has been such a eye-opening experience. I've been in trouble before, but nothing that was life-altering like this. And I really wish that the victims were here so I could apologize to them, because I can't even imagine how scary that would have been to go through that. And I feel really bad for it, And I just want to apologize.
Court has considered the statements.
Did you catch that? She apologized to the victims. Not some vague, "I'm sorry" into the void. She acknowledged their terror. In a room full of courtroom theater. That was surprisingly human. But will humanity balance the scales? Or is the scorecard already
Made here today the purposes and principles of sentencing, the relevant seriousness and recidivism factors. The court has also considered the agreed recommended sentence of the parties and finds it to be an appropriate sentence. So on count 1, the court will order you to serve a minimum term sentence of 4 years, maximum term sentence of 6 years. On count 2, the court will order you to serve 12 months in prison to be served concurrent with count 1. And on count 4, 180 days in the Warren County Jail, that to be served concurrent with count 1 and 2 as well. You have 91 days jail time credit. The court's going to reserve jurisdiction with regard to the issue of restitution. Other than that, the court finds that you're indigent for the purpose of any fines, costs, or other financial sanctions. Now, you're also subject to this mandatory post-release control, which we spoke about a moment ago. Do you need me to go over that with you again?
No, sir.
All right. It is possible for you to earn good time credit of 5 to 15% against your minimum sentence for good behavior. The court has a right to deny your good time credit. A hearing would be held to make that determination. Regardless of whether you receive good time credit, you will be released when you finish your minimum term unless the Department of Corrections determines that you must remain in prison for bad conduct. The court is not involved in that decision. If you're not released when your minimum term ends, you will serve an additional specified period of time, and given a new release date, you will serve until that date unless you are again denied release. This process could repeat until you are released or you finish your maximum term sentence. You do have a right to appeal the court's decision of your sentence to the 12th District Court of Appeals. If you want to appeal, you must file your notice of appeal within 30 days of today's date. If you can't afford to pay for the transcript or anything necessary for your appeal, all of that can be provided to you at no cost. If you cannot afford an attorney, I will appoint one for you at no cost. Finally, to give you some hope, some light at the end of this dark tunnel, the court will consider a motion for judicial release under the terms of the agreement after you have served 1 year of this sentence. Rules of the institution, wherever you are, have good conduct, no infractions. At that time, the court will consider releasing you. Okay? Any questions for me?
No, sir.
Ms. Tranter, is there anything else?
No, sir.
Mr. Crean?
No, sir.
All right.
Final tally. For years minimum, 6 max, concurrent time, and a shot at early release after 1 year, if she's a saint behind bars. The judge called it light at the end of the tunnel, but that tunnel's 4 years long. Justice served, or just a compromise? Drop your verdict below.